Part of the problem with this whole thing was, Tamar, is that I was never comfortable with the relationship that you and Mendeecees had in front of me, okay? All of that, you at the music video shoot in your booty shorts, sitting on top of him meeting us up at restaurants every time we met up, I was very uncomfortable with it. We gonna say that didn't happen. We gonna sit up here and say, after he was digging in between your thighs at that roof, Chris, and he got up and went to the bathroom, that the conversation was, y'all, I can't. He just my friend. He just my friend. I can't. I mean, and then I said, Tamar, ain't he married? He ain't married. They not married. They just do that for the show.
She and I had a thing. It was stupid, but it happened, and I feel bad about it.
Y'all, listen closely, because what just happened to Tamar Braxton has people shaken, confused, and honestly, heartbroken. This isn't just regular celebrity drama. This is the kind of situation that hits deep, the kind that makes you stop scrolling and really ask yourself, how did it even get this far? Tamar Braxton, a woman who's been through public divorces, family feuds, health scares, and career setbacks, is now reportedly breaking down in tears after extremely personal and damaging claims started spreading online. Claims so serious that they shook her to the core. And the worst part? These rumors didn't just come from random trolls. They were tied to people she once trusted, people who were close enough to know her pain. What nobody expected was for Mendeecees' name to be dragged back into the conversation in such a shocking way. And just when fans thought it couldn't get more disturbing, Birdman's name entered the chat, reopening old wounds Tamar has tried for years to move past. The internet moved fast. The blogs moved faster.
They started putting you two together. Do you and Mendeecees have like anything beyond this film? Or?
No, to be honest, I barely even know him.
Okay.
to be honest, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not like, we're cool, but he's not like my homie. You know what I mean? It's not like that. And he just got casted in a film, and here we are.
And Tamar was left standing in the middle of a firestorm she didn't ask for. Behind the scenes, sources say she wasn't just angry, she was devastated. Because when accusations attack your health, your body, and your dignity, that cuts different. And once that kind of rumor is out there, you can't just rewind it. To understand why this moment hit Tamar so hard, you have to look at where she comes from and everything she's already survived.
Yeah, she and I had a thing. It was stupid, but it happened, and I feel bad about it.
Tamar Braxton didn't just wake up famous. She grew up in a family where talent was expected and pressure was constant. Being the youngest of the Braxton sisters meant she was always fighting to be heard, always trying to stand out, always trying to prove she was more than just Tony's little sister. She worked hard, sang her heart out, and eventually carved out her own lane with reality TV, music, and her outspoken personality. But with that success came constant scrutiny.
So we just got word in real time. Some receipts were sent to us. We did promise the girl that we would give her anonymity. He knows who she is because he blocked her today. Put up the block receipt, Jasmine. That was fast. And, you know, she got her receipts before. I asked her to send a screenshot of the DMs, and she did that. So let me pull up mine. So the voice note, we got him. Give me 1 second. He goes in the next text, like real bad. She says, you can have me. He says, I can't even front no more. She said, I'll let you have me. He said, we'll see. And then she goes, I will. She's from North Carolina, by the way. He goes, you know, you be busy. And then she goes, so you don't want me? And then he goes, I do, absolutely do.
Tamar's love life has always been under a microscope. From her marriage to Vince Herbert to her very public split, fans watched her highs and lows play out on television. She wasn't just criticized, she was dissected. People questioned her mental health, her stability, and even her worth as a partner. And through it all, Tamar tried to be honest, sometimes too honest. She cried on camera, she fought with family, she admitted when she was hurting, and that vulnerability made people feel like they knew her, even when they didn't.
And for the most part, I have always minded the business that paid me. That's why every time I seen Mendeecees out with girl, what's the girl name? Angie, that's married at MTK, and I seen them a few other places. And I got pictures too. I usually just mind my business, but tonight you really tried it. I told you nothing. How you gonna want to be a cheater and be scared that your husband gonna find out? You just created so much commotion tonight. Somebody could have ended up shot.
Then there were the health scares. Tamar has openly spoken about being hospitalized, dealing with exhaustion, stress, and moments where her body literally shut down. Those experiences humbled her. They changed her. So when rumors started circulating that attacked her health in such an extreme way, it wasn't just gossip, it was re-traumatizing, especially when those whispers were tied to past relationships she thought she'd already healed from.
We went out Saturday night. We went to the Roof Chris. We ate. We had a good time. She was like, let's turn up for your birthday. We went down to the V12. Shouts out to Vinny and all the people at V12. That's the video y'all saw. Or whatever, with us walking in, them making a whole lot of noise. We left there. We all got in the car together. The car dropped us off at Tamar house. I didn't go upstairs. I went to my car. I went and met James Knox at BJ Rooster, and I came home. The next day when I woke up, I had a text message from Tamar at 10 in the morning that said, can you give me Dr. Heavenly phone number? I didn't think anything of it because people ask me for Dr. Heavenly phone number all the time, and it's typically when people have an emergency veneer situation. I did not think anything of it. People ask me for her number all the time. And then the next thing I know, folks is sending me this thing on the internet where the lady said she almost died and she was laying in a pool of blood.
Now, let's get into where the drama really exploded. It all started quietly, like these things usually do. A few side comments online, a couple of slick remarks on social media. Then suddenly, Mendeecees' name started trending alongside Tamar's, and fans were confused. People were asking, why is he even part of this conversation? But before anyone could catch up, blogs started reporting that Mendeecees had allegedly spoken on a very private health-related claim involving Tamar, something deeply personal, something that should never be used as entertainment or leverage.
Part of the problem with this whole thing was, Tamar, is that I was never comfortable with the relationship that you and Mendeecees had in front of me, okay? All of that, you at the music video shoot in your booty shorts, sitting on top of him meeting us up at restaurants every time we met up, I was very uncomfortable with it. And if we gonna tell it, let's tell it all. So since you were throwing a party for a friend's birthday party, do y'all wanna know why I did not get out the car and go upstairs with Tamar when we got back to her house? Because after her and Mendeecees got through kissing in the back of that goddamn car, I figured they wanted to be up there privately. That is why when we got dropped off at Tamar's house, I did not go upstairs. I got in my damn car and went home because you was sitting on his lap in that goddamn Uber and y'all was...
But here's the twist. Tamar allegedly wasn't even aware this conversation was happening until it hit the blogs. Imagine waking up and seeing your name attached to something so serious, so invasive, that it instantly changes how people look at you. Sources say Tamar was blindsided. She reportedly broke down crying, not because of embarrassment, but because of betrayal. Because once again, someone connected to her past was allowing her name to be dragged for clout, attention, or deflection. And then, Birdman's name resurfaced, reopening a chapter Tamar has tried desperately to close.
You gonna sit up in my face? You gonna sit up in my face with your three faces and tell me that you and Mendeecees did not have a conversation at that table in Roof Chris about him putting out a statement about him and Yandy not being together no more? We really gonna do that? And he said he did a version of the letter on ChatGPT. And then you started laughing back and was like, no, you gotta go back and rewrite it to kind of make it sound like it's you. We gonna say that didn't happen? We gonna say that didn't happen? We gonna sit up here and say, after he was digging in between your thighs at that roof, Chris, and he got up and went to the bathroom, that the conversation was, y'all, I can't. He just my friend. He just my friend. I can't. I mean, and then I said, Tamar, ain't he married? He ain't married. They not married. They just do that for the show. They not married.
Their relationship was already controversial. It was passionate, messy, emotional, and painful. Tamar loved hard, and when things fell apart, they fell apart publicly. Allegations, hurt feelings, and silence followed. But now, people online were connecting dots that Tamar never asked to be connected. Speculation turned into assumptions, assumptions turned into narratives, and before long, the truth didn't even matter anymore. The damage was already done. What made it worse was the way the internet reacted. Instead of compassion, Tamar got jokes, memes, think pieces, people arguing about her body like it was public property. And that's when it reportedly hit her hardest. Tamar has always been loud, but she's also sensitive. She feels deeply, and sources say she felt humiliated, violated, and exhausted. She allegedly told people close to her that she was tired of surviving storms she didn't create. Behind the scenes, Tamar's circle was furious. Family members were allegedly calling this what it was, reckless and cruel. Because health-related rumors don't just affect one person, they affect families, children, careers, and mental stability. Tamar's brand has always been about resilience, honesty, and strength. But how do you stay strong when your name is tied to something so damaging, without proof, context, or care? Fans also started noticing Tamar pulling back, less posting, less engagement, less humor. And when she did speak, her voice sounded tired, cracked, like someone who's been holding it together for too long. Insiders say Tamar felt like no matter how much she grows, no matter how much healing she does, people keep dragging her back into chaos. And let's be clear, none of these claims have been proven. They remain allegations, rumors, and online speculation. But the emotional impact, that part is very real, because once something like that is said out loud, it lives forever online. Tamar reportedly questioned who she could trust, who was speaking on her name behind closed doors, and why her pain keeps becoming entertainment. The situation also reopened conversations about how Black women, especially in the public eye, are treated when it comes to their bodies and health. Tamar has already faced harsh judgment for her personality, her emotions, and her relationships. This was just another reminder that people don't always see celebrities as human. They forget there's a real woman behind the headlines. By the time Tamar allegedly broke down, it wasn't just about Mendeecees or Birdman anymore. It was about years of disrespect piling up, years of being misunderstood, years of feeling like her past will never let her move forward. People close to her say she cried not just out of pain, but out of frustration, because she's done the work to heal, yet the world keeps reopening her wounds. And now everyone's watching to see what Tamar does next. Will she speak out? Will she stay silent? Will legal action be taken? Or will she choose peace over proving a point? Knowing Tamar, she's going to say something, but on her own time. Because one thing about Tamar Braxton is this: she's survived worse than rumors. She's survived heartbreak, illness, betrayal, and public humiliation. But that doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, and it doesn't mean she's unbreakable. This moment is a reminder that words carry weight, that gossip has consequences, and that even the strongest people have breaking points. Tamar didn't deserve this. Nobody does. And while the internet moves on to the next headline, Tamar is left to pick up the emotional pieces again. So as this story continues to unfold, one thing is clear: the truth always comes out eventually, and when it does, it has a way of exposing not just lies, but intentions. Until then, the streets will keep talking, the blogs will keep posting, and Tamar will keep trying to protect her peace in a world that keeps testing it. Because this isn't just drama. This is someone's life, and the scars from this moment won't disappear overnight. Trust that this chapter isn't over yet, and when Tamar finally tells her side fully and freely, a lot of people might wish they stayed quiet.